Bar quality is much better too, as far as like dampening and stuff. It's a lot better.
So what is the difference between a cheap bar and a more expensive bar? Well, there's a couple things. I mean, first you have the weight, then you have how it's made, and then you have potentially what it's made of. Both of these are carbon fiber bars, and you can see that. This one's got transparent weave, this one's got a matte weave, but they both check out. One of the major differences between the two, besides the length, I mean, that's something that I did, is how they're made, the thickness of it. Let's see if we can get that in. See the difference? There's a cheap one, there's a more expensive one. Just look at the difference in the thickness of the wall. It's huge. This one was 40 bucks, this one was 125. The cheap bar goes brute force. I mean, this thing is just, it's super thick, which makes it, I guess, all around strong. But because it's so thick, you don't get as much vibration dampening. This one is a lot thinner. I'm going to show you the exact measurements. And what you get with that is you get a lot more vibration dampening when you're on a trail. Little stutter bumps. This is going to absorb some of that. This thing is not. This thing is just very rigid. Let's check out the measurements. Oh, hey, while you're here, like and subscribe. Thank you. All right, first, let's do some measurements. Let's check the weight on these. Now, keep in mind, this one is obviously, it's a little bit shorter. Okay, and you'll see this is 35 millimeter. This one is not. You can also see that the rise is a little bit different on this one. It happens a little bit later, so a little bit sooner. This one is from 2016. This is brand new. So we got this thing zeroed out. Let's check the Chinese bar first. 6.78 ounces. And now the Trail 1. 7.34 ounces. Not a huge difference, considering this is also a little bit fatter and a little bit longer. That's pretty good. Next up, let's check the scale. Let's see what we got. Let's check out how thick this guy is here. 3.4 millimeters. And then on the skinnier side, 3 millimeters. The different thicknesses going on here, which is good. You kind of want that because that's going to focus how the vibrations are going into the bar. Okay, so that's a good thing, but it is super thick. One of the good things about this, it's not going to fail. I mean, it's built like a tank. So, you get a lot of things out there. If you're like, oh no, cheap Chinese carbon. Well, this thing is overbuilt. But the problem is, it doesn't exactly do what it's supposed to. Lighter than steel, lighter than aluminum, but there's no vibration dampening with this, none at all. Now looking at the more expensive, the Trail 1, I don't know if you can see that, it is a lot thinner inside. 1.2 millimeters there. See if we can get on the fatter end there. 1.5 there. See if we can find the thinnest part here. At 1.2. You can see varying degrees of thickness, but it's a lot thinner. Okay, so again, 1.2 compared to 3.1. So a huge difference. So you're getting some of the weight benefits of this because it's so thin, and you're also getting the vibration dampening. So advantage, new, more expensive carbon bar.
See, we're rocking the new stem. We also have the new bars. Carbon, aluminum, and the bars are a little wider. See, the last ones were ridiculous. I think they were like 640. And I cut these at 740, I believe. You can feel the difference. Bar quality is much better too, as far as like dampening and stuff. It's a lot better.
Well, there you have it. A quick little rundown between a cheap carbon bar and a more expensive carbon bar. Not even the most expensive, just a decent amount. What you're getting with this is you're getting a cheap bar that looks like it's carbon, but that's about it. Stiff as a rail, steel rail. It's just not worth it. Spend more money, get a quality component that does what it's supposed to. See you out on the trail.